Now, many Israelis around the world are still making efforts to return home as global air traffic is grinding to a halt. And our next guest is one of them. Aviah Chudacoff is an Israeli medical student who lives in Cyprus, and she's expected to land in Israel tomorrow morning after a long wait. Now, Israel Airlines finally managed to allow her and other students to return. So tell us about your efforts to get back to Israel from Cyprus so far.
Hi. So it's been pretty hectic. It was really a touch and go there for a while. We didn't know if we were going to have any way of getting home until the flight that was scheduled for tomorrow.
And how did that happen? How did you guys get a flight to come and pick you up?
So we were contacted by different organizations that were trying to get students, medical students, and other Israelis that were stuck around the world, and they realized that there were enough people in Cyprus that had no other way. So they managed to charter a flight.
Right, because all the flights were canceled back to Israel. So, I mean, I can't imagine, how were you feeling in recent weeks in Cyprus, far from home, not knowing if you could return? Must have been a bit, scary, especially as a medical student.
Yeah, we really had no idea. I mean, it was one day there were flights to Israel, and then the next day, all of the flights had completely stopped. So essentially, everybody had a choice to make within 12 hours if they were going to leave everything here and maybe even risk our second year of medical school, or stay here and not see our families for the next couple of months. Wow. So it was a really, really tough decision for everybody.
Now, I mean, in Cyprus, what has the situation been like on the ground? Are there patients? And as medical students, what are the guidelines? What are you guys doing?
So Cyprus was, I think, one of the last countries to really get hit, and we were lucky enough that we could see, Israel and Greece and Italy around us, and everything was stopped pretty early. But with that said, a lot of people are starting to get sick as well, and medical students, we were not allowed to go to the hospitals anymore. We weren't allowed to communicate with our doctors anymore, with our tutors, and we were basically just told to stay at home and not go anywhere until we found out more about how we could progress with our education, right, because our school is in hospitals.
So what are you going to, what is going to happen? What do you expect when you return home? Do you have to go into quarantine? Are you going to be able to volunteer? I'm assuming they want your help.
So firstly, we're going to have to go into quarantine, and then the minute that they let us know that we can go out and volunteer, we will do that. I've been told that they're starting to ask all the medical students in Israel, and slowly but surely, it's probably where it's going. Many medical students will be on the front lines.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Aviah, and safe travels home. We are waiting for you to come back.
All right. Bye-bye. See you.